Hi, I'm Cameron with White Top Adventures, and today we're going to be putting together our do-it-yourself pull-out drawer. This can be utilized in a Sprinter, a Transit, a truck, and almost any vehicle. The width can be varied to whatever the application is. The length is set to about set to 60 inches, 5 feet. So it's basically a universal 5-foot drawer that can be used in any vehicle. So to start assembly, we're going to start with the outer rail and the drawer slider. You're going to want to expose the holes on the back side of the door slider. Now, we're going to be installing hardware from the door slider side to the outer rail side. So the screws are going to just drop down into. So first we start with those back three, easiest to get to. And we'll put some washers and nuts on the back side. You can see that hole when fully extended is right there. So you can line that up with the holes as you go through. So you got one there, another one right up there, and we can work our way all the way back. Okay, once you have all of them in, you can move through and tighten each one of them down. I like to start on one side and work my way to the other side, tightening them all down. To tighten them down, you're going to be using a 4mm Allen and 10mm socket. And we can't find our 10mm, so we got a crescent wrench. Still do the job today. Now that we're done installing the lower drawer support to the drawer rail, we're going to install the inner drawer support to the drawer rail. As we did for this installation, the screws are going to start from the drawer rail and go into the inner drawer support. You're going to want to align it so that the holes shown on the inner drawer support line up with the drawers on the rail. There we go. And we're going to repeat this process just like before, all the way down, and then tighten all of them up. When you get about halfway down, you're going to find the same thing that we had on the other side, where you have to find that hole, and then you can put your screws through, and then you keep moving your way down, and you'll find another spot somewhere down there. Yeah, there you go, another spot where you need to put a screw in. So now that we've installed the frame rail on the inner and outer sides with the slider in the middle, you're going to need to identify what kind of bolts you're going to need to install in your application the outer frame rail support to whatever substrate you're going to be attaching it to. A lot of us put it to the bottom of our vans, the floor of our van, or the top of a shelf. It's going to be up to you. And we recommend about a 3/4 inch piece of wood to fill this gap right here and be flush with the surface. So this is what it could look like installed in the back of your van. We utilized a 3/4 inch bamboo plywood. It allows the surface of the inside rail and the surface of the plywood to be flush. You're going to want to use something like a wood screw or a self-tapping screw to drill into the wood from the bottom of that inner drawer support. Moving to the back of it, you'll see the holes that you will utilize to attach to whatever surface you're mounting this drawer in. If you want to put it in the bed of your van, you can go into the stock wood floor. If you have something aftermarket, maybe you have riv nuts or whatever it may be. You're just going to want to make sure you can space it out to match the holes throughout this rail.